What I'm going to teach you today could be critical in getting people to show up, getting you advance notice so you can fill those empty slots, and you'll save time with this process. If you do these things, you won't be adding more to your workflow. You'll be saving time, cutting out wasted time. Hey everyone, Jonathan here from Go Reminders. Now, today I want to talk about how to send appointment reminders, how to remind people. What medium you use really matters when it comes to reminding people to do anything, whether it's show up for an appointment, get some work done, whatever it is. How you remind them can really make the difference between whether they do it or whether they show up and whether they don't. So if you're dealing with no-shows, which can be a huge struggle, especially no calls where people, aren't there, they didn't call. It's one thing an hour before to call and say, I can't make it. That's difficult. But to deal with sitting there thinking, okay, should I call the customer, client? Is the prospect showing up? Where's my patient? All that stuff. It's really difficult. And it's so time consuming. Not only is it time consuming at the time, but then you have to follow up with the person to reschedule. And the whole thing becomes just a total nightmare in terms of revenue and in terms of wasted time. So what I'm going to teach you today could be critical in getting people to show up, getting you advance notice so you can fill those empty slots, and you'll save time with this process. If you do these things, you won't be adding more to your workflow. You'll be saving time, cutting out wasted time. One thing about how to remind is to not use the phone, because it is so annoying. And now when I talk about phone, I'm talking about calling. Don't call people. I get phone call reminders, calling back for whenever I get phone call reminders. Calling back is annoying and time consuming if they get my voicemail. It's interrupting my workflow. If it's someone that I know is going to just call me for a reminder, I usually skip it. And then occasionally I listen to the voicemail and it's something that I wish I would have picked up from them. So they're training me not to do that. And it's just a total bummer. And I love when I get text and email reminders. And really, it's great when I am, a customer of a business or a patient of a dentist's office, for example, and they switch to text reminders. It's just total joy for me that it's so much more efficient for them and it's so much more efficient for me. So the framework for figuring out how to remind people, a lot of things talk about the script and the template and all this stuff, but if you're doing it the wrong way, it's not going to help. So the framework is: step one, send a text reminder. Texts are extremely important. The way people deal with texts are they look at them quickly and they see them right away, as opposed to step number two, email, which you can include some more details and information which you may want them to review, but they'll do that maybe once per day, maybe once every couple days, maybe once every few hours, just depends. But text messages, it's unlikely that someone will wait a day before seeing a text message. And then the third step is simply just to not call. Don't do phone call reminders. You're training people to not pick up your calls, and you want to make sure that when you do want to reach them by a phone call, you want them to pick up. So you don't want to train them to let your calls go to voicemails. You may think that white glove service would give a phone call reminder, have a receptionist pick up the phone, hey, you have an appointment. That is a myth. And so you really don't want to fall into the trap of providing what you feel like is white glove service and your customers, clients, and patients feel is annoying. So just to recap, it really, the script matters. What you say in a reminder message absolutely matters, but if you're sending it in a way that people aren't seeing it, you're only doing email or you're only doing phone calls, people might not see it in time and take the appropriate action that you want them to take. So that's why you should use text message and email. Obviously, respect the preferences of your clients, patients, customers. Don't annoy people. But in general, the way to not annoy people is to not do phone call reminders and to do text and email reminders. So if you thought this was interesting or have any questions or feedback for me, please post it in the comments. And check out our free guide to maximizing your show up rate, which will give you the 5 simple steps to get people to show up for meetings, appointments, get work done, and without annoying them. And of course, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos with tips about running and growing small businesses. I will talk to you soon. Take it easy.